One of the vital components of the Affordable Care Act is the formation of exchanges. And one of the exchanges is designed just for small employers. It's called the SHOP Exchange. SHOP is an acronym for Small Business Health Options Program. Now, to understand how the SHOP Exchange works, let's look at the current small employer market. You've got carriers who are offering plans to small businesses, and typically the owner or the designated person at that small business will decide which carrier he'll offer to his employees. And typically there's one plan or maybe two from that carrier he'll offer to the employees. Well, under the exchange, there'll be more choice because each employee will individually decide which plan offered through the exchange is best for him or her and their family. So let's look at how it'll work. The exchange will offer 4 what they call precious metal plans, the platinum, gold, silver, and bronze. And there's also a catastrophic option for those employees who are under 30 years old. So the employer's role will be twofold. He may want to say that he will only offer one tier of plans to his employees. Let's say, for example, the silver tier. And then he'll say, I'm going to make a certain contribution toward that coverage. In this example, say 70%. So now the employees go to the exchange and they use the plan selection tools available online to decide based on quality and price and benefits and provider networks which of those carrier plans being offered through the exchange is best for them individually and their family. And then the exchange passes on that enrollment information from that group to the carriers selected by the employees. And then the exchange begins billing the employer. And that bill is not a separate bill for every carrier, but rather a consolidated bill that lists all the carriers and all the plans selected by each employee in that particular small business. So the convenience is the employer can write one check to the exchange for all of the coverages selected by his employees. And then the exchange takes that one payment and divvies it up among the carriers selected by each employee. Now, there's also tax credit mechanisms. Those are really outside of the exchange, but some employers will be able to get a tax credit for their group, and that'll be between the employer and the IRS. And then finally, there's a risk adjustment mechanism. So in case one carrier gets an undue amount of risk, there's a mechanism for adjusting to make sure there's not an undue burden on any given carrier. And finally, there's reconciliation, so all of these component parts can stay in sync and everything balances to the penny. And that, in a nutshell, is how the SHOP Exchange will work.